Well, one of the priests said something, look, they've got something really good going here, and we don't have diddly squat in most places. Let's get on board and take advantage of a program that really works very well. If there's one thing our Protestant brothers and sisters have right, is that emphasis. Do you have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ? Our faith is not in so much in teachings, although the teachings are important, but our faith is about a person, and that person is the eternal Son of God. And we know so many of these kids are lost. They're struggling. They don't know who they are. They don't know their dignity as sons and daughters of a God who's created them in His own image and likeness.
And I am just grateful for all of you in this room and what this represents for our friends that don't know the Lord or are not interested in the Lord, that they might be impacted for eternity.
That Young Life will respect the teachings of the Roman Catholic Church, and the diocese will work in conjunction with this committee to help Young Life leaders understand Catholic teaching. In order to reach the unchurched and the disconnected kids, we need to work together. We can't wait. There are many Protestant churches working with Young Life to connect and reconnect kids to church. So we've been thinking, why not the Catholic parishes too? Through such partnerships, Young Life leaders who grew up in the Protestant tradition are discovering the depths of the Catholic faith. And through such partnerships, Catholic youth workers are discovering what makes Young Life effective in the evangelization of teens.
So this past summer, I had the immense blessing of attending a Young Life camp out in Antelope, Oregon. The first day, I think God was only mentioned like once, and all the songs they were singing were like secular songs you hear on like Spotify and the radio. But by the end of my time there, God was explicitly the focus of all the talks, of all the music. It was so weak. I saw what our Catholic youth need is something that Young Life works so hard to develop and does really effectively, in my own opinion, which is relationships with Jesus Christ. What really stuck out to me was the focus on relational ministry, just building those relationships first and foremost, because catechesis and evangelization flows so naturally from that rather than trying to do it the other way around.
Young Life will provide training to Catholic volunteers. Young Life wants more Catholic Young Life leaders. And the reason is not because just we need leaders, but because these leaders are the best ones to speak into the lives of the disconnected Catholic kids. Young Life recognizes that students who have accepted the gospel need to be directed to a church if they are going to grow in their faith.
I was that lad that was walking through life in darkness, and I needed hope, and I needed an expression of God's love. And a Young Life leader who was older came into my life. What I hope for is that if anything that we do here, if we start a relationship, if we reach out, if we meet a person that it's a Protestant Young Lifer or a Catholic gets together and has coffee and prays and thinks about how could we reach out into the world of a young Catholic person. If there's one young man or woman who, if we could keep from experiencing what I did.
The concern always goes to, the fear of proselytizing and, trying to pull our kids away, from us. And we've all, grown very comfortable with the idea that that's not at all what this is about. Look, we're here in Western Oregon. We're in the great secular, unchurched Northwest. We have a lot of forces that are against us. And I don't mean that in a cultural warrior sort of way. But it's very hard to live a life of faith in this environment. It's a very secular environment. It's a very unchurched environment. And even sometimes there's a hostility to religion. We've got to come together.